Okay, we are live.
All right.
Hi, everybody. I am so excited today. This is our second show in February. Welcome to Hey Girl, Hey. I'm your host with the most. I'm being extra today. Um, Rita the Ham Norman. Today, I have my very, very special sister friend, Shalonda Friar of the wonderful Blush Beauty lifestyle brand. But we're going to get into that, and we're going to get into this whole vegan lifestyle. I'm so excited to have you here today, girl.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here, Rita. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. Like I always say, it's like throughout my career, I came across a lot of wonderful people that I can call my friend that are doing the damn thing in the business. We connect on so many it's professional and personal
Yes.
levels. And I just appreciate you so much for just being in my life, and I'm so excited for you and all your ventures and all your growth.
Thank
And
you.
let's just jump into it.
Thank you so
Hey
much.
Hazel, hey girl, hey, that's my best friend. She's here. Thanks everybody for joining. If you got any questions tonight, one of the biggest things we're gonna talk about is your vegan lifestyle. Because I know a lot of people have so many different questions, pros, cons. So I mean that's one main thing, because the main topic of the show today is about, you know what I'm saying, we're loving ourselves and loving our bodies and, getting those really good benefits. It's right before Valentine's Day. I know everybody's like, oh, I need to get my man this, I need to get my girl that. But how about we give some stuff back to ourselves?
Yes.
So,
yes.
With further ado, Miss Farah, let's start. So I met you, well, let's start off with the fact that we're pretty much family.
Yes. Let's start off with that.
So I'm sure we played together and everything, and then fast forward to, what was it, 2010, 11.
Yeah.
We are at Tacochi University.
Yes.
Mario Tacochi.
Hey.
And we just see each other. We like,
do I know you?
I know you. Come to find out, she's pretty much like my cousin. So
yes.
Her Aunt Deborah married my dad.
Yes.
And so they're together for a long time.
Uh-huh.
So I remember birthday parties over there with all of the family and everybody going to the church over there off of Sheridan Road in the choir. Yes. I mean, the list and stories can go on and on and on.
Definitely.
But, I had left my job, and I was like, I'm finally going to hair school. And so we ended up being in Mario Tacochi together.
Yes.
And then everything just pretty much blossomed from there. So let's first start off, you being in this hair industry. So tell everybody, like, just pretty much your business, hair industry, and then we're going to get into the vegan.
So how I got into the hair industry was really because of my Auntie Deborah. So
Oh, you just went mute.
I'm sorry.
Oh, there you go.
You know what? Because my phone rang. So sorry about that interruption, you guys.
Oh, no problem.
So I started loving hair because of my Auntie Deborah. Every time we would go over there, she would be doing her hair, her makeup, and I would just be like, I want to be like her when I grow up.
Queen diva.
Man, she was such a diva, and she always taught us, no matter where you go, I don't care if it's going right to the corner to the grocery store, you get up, you get yourself together. You don't walk out with a bonnet on your head. You get yourself together. She always said, because you never know who you're going to meet. So that was just like imparted in me. And so I started doing hair at a young age. Like I was probably about 13, 14 years old. I started braiding hair and bringing people over to my dad's house, and he would be like, you got a house full of hair and you better make something out of this. So and I was making money at that age doing everybody's hair in the neighborhood. So
same here.
So that's kind of like a backdrop to how I got started in the hair industry, in the makeup industry. Never went to school for makeup. I believe that was a gift that was imparted by her as well, because her makeup was always flawless, and I would just watch the way she put it on, at a young age. And so I just started doing makeup too. So here I am.
Wonderful. Wonderful. God bless her. So her and my dad, but yeah, she was queen, diva,
Yes.
makeup, hair. I don't think I've ever seen her just regular.
Right. Never.
I don't remember. There's not a memory of her just regular. Just
yes.
regular, like never. I never remember that. Hey mom, hey Cheryl, hey mom, hey Brittany, hey girl, how you doing? Thank you guys for joining. I've never seen Deborah regular in any way, shape, form, or fashion.
No.
So let's go through your hair industry career.
So when I got out of hair school, my then husband, we said, okay, let's open up a salon. Well, it was my idea to open up a salon. So we opened up a barber and a beauty salon, and I was working in there. And, I was there for quite some time. And then I branched off on my own downtown Waukegan. And I opened up a small space down there, was there for a little while. So, I just kind of like been all over. I was at Ooh La La, and I was doing a lot of Caucasian. And I love that because I got that experience. It's a different experience. It's an amazing experience as well.
Right.
So I got that practice. So, I've been all over. My hands in a little bit of everything.
Just touching on that and just dealing with different types of hair textures. Mm-hmm. How important would you say for like the girls that's coming up in the hair industry? How important do you say it is for your business to be able to branch out and know multiple hair textures, hairstyles, going from the difference like Caucasian, Latino, black hair? How important would you say that is for a person's career?
I would have to say that it truly all depends on which direction they want to go in the hair industry, because you can go so many different directions in the hair industry. Now, if you want to get into the arena of being able to do different, Caucasian, African-American, Chinese, whatever, if you want to get into that, there's a lot of money in that. There's a lot more education in that. So if you want to get into that, I say go for it, get your education in that. But if you want to, there's a lot of girls out here, they just want to do the, the installs and the weaves, which is also amazing, So it's kind of like whatever area you want to go, you need to educate yourself in that area. It's good to be educated in everything across the board,
right?
But in your expertise, what it is that's going to make your money, something that's going to make you happy. And I'm really big on that too. What is going to make you happy? What are you going to be able to get up every day and say, I feel so satisfied getting up doing this, and I can see myself doing this even if I wasn't making money. Like, I love doing hair and makeup, and I love, just pouring into women and making them feel good. So, do what makes you happy. So
yeah, I know, and it was like that for me, but I fell more into color and extensions. And anyone that gets into extensions, it's life beyond just your traditional sewing. You have multi-links, you have protein, you got so many different ways and avenues. So I do most definitely suggest that you look into that. Hey Kendra, thank you so much for joining. Hey Autumn, hey girls, and thank you guys for so much for joining. So just in that aspect of just you had your cosmetology and your hair career, then you started becoming a vegan.
Yes.
And I know it's scary to a lot of people because they just be like, cold turkey, I'm not eating any meat, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that. So let's jump into that. And first, can you explain to people what's the difference between a vegan and a vegetarian? Because I know a lot of people kind of get that misconstrued as well.
Yes. So a vegan is not going to eat any kind of meat. No meat. A vegetarian will eat fish. So that is the difference. A vegan is not going to eat eggs, dairy, fish, red meat, pork, chicken. You're just not going to consume any meat whatsoever, or any meat-like products, or anything that has dairy in it. So that is the difference between a vegan and a vegetarian. And how I became a vegan is I've always been different when it came to eating. My mother said I was always different. I wanted prunes, you know. She would go to the store and my request was, can you please give me some prunes? So my diet was always,
that's a little different.
It's very different. Yeah, the sun-dried prunes, I love them. So my eating habits was always different than her other kids. And then as you get older, you start to see this is what I started to notice. How is everyone dying of the same thing? Cancer.
Right.
Why is it, you know, it's breast cancer, it's uterine cancer, it's, you know, all these cancers, and it's not cancer. Why are people like really getting, you know, high blood pressure? Everybody gets high blood pressure, diabetes. Why is that? What is the common denominator? And the common denominator is food. And so I just started to do a little research, and, you know, and the more I studied, the more, you know, I just got the knowledge that cancers, high blood pressure, diabetes, it all comes from what you're consuming, you know. And so I just started digging deep, and that was what worked for me, becoming a vegan. It wasn't easy, absolutely not. It was hard, but I was determined.
So when you first started, how was that process? So did you just start cold turkey, and what was the pros and cons, or the praises and the fails?
So I did go cold turkey. I sat down, we were watching What the Health. What the Health scared me so bad. I got up, I said, okay, you know what, we're getting rid of all the meat, we're getting rid of everything that is just not healthy up in here. I went cold turkey and I stuck with it. It was very difficult. It was very difficult because in the beginning, I'm like, okay, fruits and vegetables, didn't know what to eat. I was very uneducated on what to eat and what not to eat. So in the beginning, you know, I was losing weight. I'm eating fruits and vegetables, got bored with that, started like really craving for, you know, that texture, that hamburger texture, or, you know, that chicken texture. I started craving for that. And so I started to look into foods that were vegan, that, you know, had that texture, but wasn't necessarily good for you because it's processed. And so you don't want to consume processed food. You know, processed food has a lot in it. And so I have began to gain weight. And I'm like, okay, I got to do something about this, because I am vegan and I went vegan so that I could be healthier, right? But now that I'm vegan, I'm you know, going towards like vegan junk food. You know, it's still vegan, but it's junk, and I'm gaining weight. And that is exactly what the opposite of what I wanted to do. And so now I'm back into juicing and eating more fruits and vegetables, and kind of getting away from like the breads and the pasta and things like that.
Okay, and I think that's one of the main things that a lot of people don't even think about, is that you can be unhealthy as a vegan. So you still, even though you're vegan, you still have to watch those items that are processed that you can get from the grocery store. And then we have a couple of questions. Oh, hey Jerry, hey mom. Thank you guys so much for joining. My mom Cheryl, she said, do you wear fur or leather? And then she also asked, do you drink alcohol?
I do drink alcohol occasionally. I'm not a big drinker. I do drink it. Do I wear fur or leather? I don't have a fur, and I do have a leather coat. Yeah. And I think I kind of know why she's asking that question.
Oh, why? Because what is those people? PETA?
Huh?
Is it PETA?
No, she's asking that question because most vegans, they don't like that you kill animals.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. So I did not go into being a vegan because of the animals. I went in it because of my health. Yes, I do love the animals. I don't think we should be killing them to eat them. But my main reason for going vegan was my health. Okay. So that's a good question.
So with that whole process, of going vegan, what would you say would be the best first steps for somebody who's brand new to it, who's really just trying to step into it? What advice would you give them as far as their very first steps? So for that first, let's say 30 days, what are some of like the key things that they should do?
First of all, I would say educate yourself. Educate yourself, because if you don't, you will go into this and you will drown. Like, it would really educate yourself. I would say up your water intake. I would say reach for the leafy green vegetables that you like. I would say reach for the fruits that you like. Um, I would say clean out your cabinets, clean out your refrigerators. Don't have food that it's just easy accessible for you to, revert back to when you just don't want to do it anymore. And I would say try it out for 30 days. Give it all you can for 30 days. I wouldn't recommend you just go cold turkey. I recommend you slowly, gradually remove things from your diet. And
Right.
I say I would remove really the meat from my diet first.
Okay. And with now, would you say remove all the meat or just one or two meats at a time?
I would say in the beginning, most of them. I would say leave one. And I would say leave one that is like more lean. Like leave the chicken. I would say get rid if you're eating Shada, sorry. Okay, I'm sorry.
That's no problem.
I would say that if you're eating ground beef, pork, get rid of it.
Okay.
I would get rid of it. And
So
I don't know how to cut my phone off so it won't ring.
Oh, it's no problem.
Okay.
So thank you so much, Jasmine Davis, for joining. Jasmine Davis said that she has great recipes and juices. Brittany said, yes, water is key. I struggle. She said, I struggle with that. Hey, Malaysia, thank you so much for joining. So you have recipes. Let's talk about that. You have recipes and juices?
Yes, I do have juices, and I have juices that I do for people in the summer. So this past summer, I had brown girls juice, and so I was juicing for people this summer. So yes, I do juice a lot.
I think you're still there.
I'm still here. Can you see me?
Okay.
That's my daughter trying to get in contact with me. Okay. That's my daughter. Sorry, y'all.
No problem.
So yes, I do.
Our calling. We completely understand. So you have recipes as well?
I do have recipes. I have my own recipes that I have not given out to people. I was in the process of making a recipe book, just a small recipe book with vegan recipes in them. So that is my goal this year, to really get that pushed out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, we will most definitely be looking forward to it, and make sure you let me know. So let's get into the I keep wanting to say bless. I had this problem yesterday when I was on the phone with you yesterday. I keep saying I wanted to say blessed beauty, which you are blessed most definitely. But
thank you.
The Blush Beauty, the lifestyle brand LLC. Let's get into that. So, what was the motivation behind
Blush
Beauty?
The motivation
your new baby.
Yes, my new baby. The motivation behind that was, I just believe that every woman should just be blushing. I believe that every woman should be happy. She should be happy with herself from the inside out. I believe that we should be healthy. We should be loving ourselves. And my goal for women who sit in my chair is truly to make them blush at the end of their service. Maybe something that I've said, I want to impart something into them. And I also want to get what is needed for me to get out of women who sit in my chair. So that is really, that was a motivation behind it. I just love to see women happy. I love to see women loving on themselves, and knowing their worth. I believe far too long, and I'm going to say a lot of us, because I put myself in that,
Agreed.
I didn't value myself as I should have, and I didn't love myself as I should have, and I didn't embrace myself as I should have, and I lost, part of me. You know what I'm saying? Life will make you lose part of who you really are, And so I just want every woman to love themselves and to really blush and just be happy. So that was the motivation behind it.
So pretty much you just have a business of self-love. That's what it,
Yes.
I mean, that's what it speaks to, and that's what it sounds like to me. It's just like, it's just a business in a place of just self-love.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And that's
Absolutely.
and I mean, every person, as everybody has a past. And it's all about how you want to move forward from that past.
Yes.
And the self-work that we put into ourselves to make us better people.
Yes.
Like, my main goal is just to be a better human.
Yes.
That's it. That's all. Like, and I tell people all the time, I can't be serious. I can't be super serious no more than about 5 minutes, and then I'm being
right
about something.
Exactly.
Like, most definitely. But
yes.
I mean, and I think I get a lot of that from my father, because I can't remember him being serious more than 5 minutes at a time.
Yes.
More than about 5 minutes, and then we was laughing and cracking up about something. But just with what you're explaining when it comes to your business, it sounds like a business of self-love. So not only are you taking care of the outside, but you also are providing them things that they need for the inside as well. So so other than making them blush, which I love blush. And I think it's Miss Tammy's fault from hair school.
Right?
When I used to do my makeup, that was her number one thing. You need to put some on those cheeks.
Yes. Yes.
And ever since then, I was like, I need some blush. Like, what is going on? I need some blush on my face.
Right? And I love blush.
Right. So, I mean, but outside of your, so you give full hair services. And then also, as far as lifestyle brand, what additional services do you provide there as well?
Okay, so my whole goal was to make the woman just feel good, when she's there, and not just hair and makeup services, but if a woman wants to come and sit down and talk and she needs that shoulder. So my space it's an open space. It's a safe space for women. If she wants to come sit down and get some a motivational talk, or an empowering talk, or an inspirational talk, or she just wants to come and sit down and she just wants to cry and pour out without me even saying anything. Those are some of the services that I'm going to offer. And it's not going to be like a really big fee for service, I should say. You know what? Tip me. But come, I want you to know that my doors are open. So those are other services that I'm going to be providing.
That's what's up. And you know what? And the thing is that, we as Black women have to be strong all the time. Just like I think that we are just brought up that way just because of some of our circumstances and just the way that we've grown up with single mothers, or just certain situations. So to even have that space to just be like, you know what, I can go here and I don't have to just be okay.
Exactly.
Like, that saying, what they say, check on your strong friends, because some of your strong friends have those moments to where they just need a shoulder. They just need to be like, you know what, I'm not okay.
Yes.
So that in itself is super, super dope.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And so where is the salon located?
So it's at 2504 Washington. It's right off of Macquarie, and it's in the Brown Tall Building, Suite 301F. So that's where I am. Yes.
So my people in Lake County, well, I'm in Florida, so I'll be there when I'm in town.
Yes. Come sit down. We can have a chit chat, make up us some mimosas, and we just talk and laugh and reminisce and empower each other and just have a good time.
That's what's up.
Yes.
That is what's happening. So let's get back to when it comes to vegan. So you saying one of the first things that they should, like, if they taking out meat, they should just do one meat at a time. And then what are some of the main things that, because I know I hear a lot about mushrooms, but other than mushrooms, what else can they replace their meat with?
You can replace your meat with jackfruit. So you can do like jackfruit tacos. You can also replace your meat with walnuts. I do a really good walnut spaghetti. You can replace your
I've
meat.
never heard of that.
Yes, so good. It is so good. You can replace your meat with squash. I've done squash spaghetti. So you can replace your meat with a lot of stuff. Again,
Okay.
and you just really got to read, and educate yourself, so you won't fail.
Well, guys, there you have it. Can you let them know exactly where they can contact you if they have any questions or they need ideas, especially when it comes to those beginning steps of being a vegan? Because it's a process.
It definitely is a process. But you can do it. Anybody can do it. You just have to have that willpower and that want to do it. And that's with anything that we do in life. Just have to have that willpower and that want. And I always want to remind women, I want to leave them with this. Never be afraid to try again and again and again. If it doesn't work, if whatever you reached for didn't work, try it again or try something else. I'm a big believer, and people probably see me and be like, well, she's all over the place. I'm not all over the place because I'm not afraid to try different things. If something doesn't work out for me, I'm going to reach and try something else. And I'm going to keep trying until, there's no more left in me. And when there's no more left in me, then that means that, I will be resting. You know what I'm saying? But I'm always going to try. I'm always going to try. So they can reach me. If you want to email me, they can reach me at Shalonda Inspires. It's my first name, Inspires, at yahoo.com. And then if they want to schedule, my website is not up. It is not finished. But if they want to schedule, they can also reach me on my cell phone, 224-441-5986. So that's how they can reach me.
All right, guys. Well, y'all know where to find her. You can also find me on Instagram at Rita_the_H.A.M, on Facebook at Rita Norman, on Twitter at Rita the H.A.M as well. Also, for the month of February, I'm always trying to sponsor something for our people. So if anyone is especially because it's Black History Month and I just want us to win and just do well, I'm looking for one person that's needing to learn more about their finances. So if you are looking to jumpstart on learning how to save, how to budget, understanding more about your credit, Sherelle Terrell is doing financial classes. I think she just rescheduled the one for this month and she's going to be doing it in March. So I'll be putting out that information, but hit me up in my inbox or Facebook, Instagram, whichever one, if you want to be that person to be sponsored, and then I can get you guys connected. It's actually a one-on-one class, or you can join the group class, whichever you prefer. And then it also comes with some cool little things as well, just to help get you started. So, and then also, y'all know I'm an ambassador for Everything Radical. These are her Breaking Every Chain earrings, and I think she still has a sale going on, buy two get one free. And I'll drop that link as well. But you can go to Radical Life, and it's LYFE.com, and you can get some nice little accessories. And make sure y'all hit up my girl Shay, and she can hook you up with being a vegan. She also gonna give you that safe space and hook up your hair and your makeup.
Yes.
But I love you guys. Thanks everyone for joining, and y'all have a great night.
Good night. Love you, Rita.
Love you too.